Hello, 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 everybody. It is 8:30 on the dot. We're going to go ahead and get started. Um, Fix my camera for you. So what we have here today is I am Tisha Spencer, and I'm here to talk about some of the training that I received while I was at the International Travel Agent Forum. If you check the chat, if you check the chat, I did put down the 3 different places I'm going to talk about with some links so you can go ahead and connect to it, as well as some discounts that are kind of come along with it. I'm going to break down each of these as we go. There's also an extra discount that I'm going to have for one of them, and I spelt it wrong. I keep calling it Trafi when it's Travi, and I forgot the V, but the link is correct. But the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because while at this convention, there was over 250 odd agents from around the world. I even met somebody who is a travel agency from Nigeria. And we talked about so many different things and so many ways to work our business. There were people there who own their own agency and had ICs under them. You had some people who were the ICs, and then you have people like us who are ITAs. Now, there really isn't much of a difference between an IC and an ITA, because an IC is just under somebody who has their own agency, which they can still have a host, but they have contractors under them. So the only difference is that we're directly under the host agency. Can you not hear me? Please make sure that you check your audio, because I see on my side that is actually recording out. Great, everybody can hear me. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to jump into it. I just want to give some people some time to actually be able to get in. I will look at the chat here and there as far as, trying to answer some questions. Now, what I'm not doing is I'm not going to be going through every single one deeply as far as like a real deep down dive or anything like that. This is just a taste, because some of the things that I met was one of the programs that I actually I'm going to talk about. I met the CEO. And I spoke with the CEO for a little while, and then I spoke to the CEO again, and I explained to him who I was, what I was representing, and who I had. And he is actually going to work with me to actually do a full training on his program to all of the international agents, all of the agents of IntelliTravel. I don't know when that is. That's going to get set up a little bit later, because, I know he's still traveling and having to connect with everybody that he did speak to, but this is an amazing product. So the way that we're going to do this is I'm just going to share my screen and show you the screen and talk to you so you can actually see what's going on. Everybody should be able to see the information in the thing. I'm going to try it one more time, because I think I know what I did wrong. It should work now. I think I kept sending it to the panelists and not to everybody. We're going to go ahead and we're going to jump into it. So the first one, I'm going to share my screen. Now, if you are in the lounge, the Travel Agent Forum has 3 more coming up. The International Travel Agent Forum was the first one that they've ever done on an international level. It was at Moon Palace, and I was able to do tons of training. And of course, the main training I went to, as anybody knows me, was marketing and social media. That was what I did. So basically, what I pulled from this was some great information. I met some great people, and they have another one coming up that is in January, which I believe is the romance one is in January, that I think the regular travel agent forum is in March. And I forget what the third one, the exact date of the third one, but they also have a weddings destination situation happening too as well. So make sure you check the lounge, make sure you register, because these are amazing events. And yes, these will count towards your vacation builder. So the first thing that we're going to start with is we're going to share this screen real quick. And then we're going to start with Trafi. I get Trafi to come up. So we're going to start with Trafi. So while I'm here and I'm sharing the screen, I do not see your comments in the chat going up and down. But if you have an actual question, put it in the question and answer, because that will actually light up so I can go and check to see what your question is. So we're just going to wait for this to load. But what Trafi is an itinerary program. This system is amazing. almost everybody who actually was there, we sat around, we talked about it, they actually love this system. Now, I actually got to meet the CEO of this business and actually hold a really good conversation about his program and about what he can do and the purpose of this. So when we was doing the trade show, I was working on it and then running up to him back to his desk and say, okay, now what about this? How can I do this? So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some of the itineraries that I have built. Now, background, with these itineraries, you can pull them in from some of the FunJet, Southwest, United, you can pull that information in. So if you already have an itinerary built, you can just pull this in. What I'm going to show you is how clean this looks, how professional this looks. So gone are the days of using Word documents, Excels, cut and paste. So we're going to look at this Thanksgiving cruise that I just did a little while ago. Now, when you go in here, it's going to have all the information. It's going to give you the status of what this is. This is actually confirmed. That's a confirmed trip. So we're going to go in here and we're just going to look at previews. So you can see what the clients are going to see. Great thing is there is an app for this. So when you send this out to the clients, they can actually download this app and will have continuous updates on their trip. So if there was flight included on this trip, if the flight changed, the flight would actually update on here. So I'm gonna go through here. And again, if you have questions, please put it in the Q&A so I know that there's an actual question and I do not get a notification for the chat. So this is what we have. Please excuse my computer, it's a little slow. This is a Thanksgiving cruise that I'm doing on the brand new Encore back up in November for Thanksgiving, obviously. So this is what I built. So this goes to your client. Now you can do this as a quote, and all you have to do is just put quote in the title. But this is what the one that I built real quickly. It gives them everything about the ship. If you look on the left-hand side of the screen, it actually has every single day broken out. And all I did to update this was I just sent the itinerary straight from Norwegian straight to this program. And it automatically updated everything inside of there. And some of the other things that I was able to do, and that I did was I added some of the do and see parts of it, where you see how it says do and see. This is for Miami, because you know when they get there, they might want to have some, they might want to do something in Miami. So here's some things for them to do, because this group is probably going to come in a day early. So I'm gonna have all this information, and then we can skip on to Monday. Monday, we're going to arrive in San Juan. All of this information is in here. Now, if you have the booking excursions, you can pull this information in as well. If they've arranged dinners on any of these nights, you can add this information in here as well, and you can actually see all of this. So this is an amazing situation that we have going on. So this is really what it looks like when they get it on their phone. These are the pictures that pop up. I did some do and see in San Juan, because you know we want them to go out and see the city, different things that they can do. And you can take some of these things out. You don't have to keep all of them. I just built it really quickly, and I haven't really cleaned it up yet. I haven't sent this to the client yet. You have this, the dining, because you know you go to San Juan, you have to go out and eat because you're going to have enough time. But these are the different things that you can do. And then on Tuesday, we're going to be in St. Thomas. Now, there is no city guide for St. Thomas, so I wasn't able to pull any real information about it. But as you go along, you'll see. Then we go to Tortola, and then we move on to Thursday, British Islands. And then Thursday, there's actually on the 22nd, there's actually nothing going on because I think we're at sea because we're on our way back to Miami. Pretty nifty, right? So we're going to go back to the trips, and I'm going to show you one that is a little more detailed, because one of the things I have going on is for this one here, Toya's 40th birthday. I have multiple people traveling, staying in different rooms, as well as staying, flying differently on different flights. I have some people who are flying on different flights. So as you can see on the screen on the right-hand side where it says edit preview, this is everybody who was actually going on this trip. It tells you whether they've opened it, whether it was sent, if anyone's clicked on the link, or if I've had any bounce errors. But when I go in here and I actually look in it, we're going in. When I actually able to go in, when you have a group, one of the great things you can do with Trafi is you can actually decide what they see. So for my person that's not traveling till Friday, she doesn't see Thursday at all because she's not traveling Thursday. Now, one of the other great things about this situation is there's a discussion tab on the upper right-hand side. So you can have your clients discussing stuff. So instead of them emailing you all the time about stuff, they can just go ahead, pop up into this discussion on their phone because this is an app. Send you a question, send the entire group a question and ask various different things. One of the great things about this is if you look at the screen, it says auto update next to that flight. If there's a flight change, this automatically updates. No more of getting emails and having to make sure that your client's seen the email, etc. Everything is right here. Now I want you to see on this first flight at 6 a.m., you only see 2 people because there's only 2 people flying from Richmond. So they only see this. Now, when you scroll down, as you see here at 9:35, I have 2 people leaving from Charlotte. They only see this. Now, the people from Richmond, they don't see this information. They only see what I tag them on. But as we get further down, when it's time to check in, way down because there's a lot of flights. When it's time to check in, like for instance, there's only 2 people at this one because they have a different room type. But everybody else down here have the same room type down here. So they're all checked in here. Now I can come into here and actually update this and put pictures so they can see what the room looks like, see what the resort looks like and things of that nature. I even added some stuff that says round trip shuttle services. It gave them information on where to go to pick their shuttle up because I don't know about you, but that's one of the main questions I get before somebody travels internationally. How do I get my shuttle? Boom, everything is right there. And another great thing, because this is an app, as long as your client is on Wi-Fi, they can talk to you through this app. That is amazing. They can talk to you through this app in the discussion tab. So if you like what you're seeing, let me know. I'm going to check the chat real quick to see if anyone has anything. Okay, great. No messages, no comments. Great. We're going to keep on moving. Now, one of the great things about this is, oh, wait, I saw something. Okay, one of the great things about this is that you can go ahead and do multiple different things, different types of trips. You can build it slowly, build it quickly. You can manually input stuff. You can go ahead and it's just limitless on what you can do. These are all the trips that I've put together that I'm working on right now since I've had this because I've been playing with it. Now you can sit there and one of the things I'm gonna show you, this is probably gonna blow your mind. I'm gonna show you my Vegas trip. This right here, you're gonna blow your mind. I see a question. Shakarna says, how do you register? If you go into the chat, there's actually a link there for you to go ahead and get started. You can register and you're gonna get a discount. And I have to add a 3rd discount because this first one is gonna give you a small discount. This next one is gonna give you a slightly larger discount as well, because I believe you should be able to use both of these discounts getting started. So for those of you who are just joining or may have joined late, if you go into the chat, I do have all of the links that I'm going to be talking about. They're all going to be listed in the chat, so you may have to scroll up to catch it all. And the first one we're doing is Trafify. So I'm going to show you something amazing. This was when they told me I could do this, I said, you know what? This is a done deal. Now, for those of you who may use TravelJoy, for those of you that may even use Client-Based, or for those of you who are just still doing email or talking over Facebook because you don't quite have you don't have a good CRM travel management program going, I'm going to show you an easy way to send this without having to create a whole nother email or whatever. So we're going to go to share this trip at the top. This is the Vegas trip that I'm putting together. So we're going to do share this trip. So now I can send this as a link, which you just copy it to a clipboard and then paste it. And this is great if you have any kind of TravelJoy client-based type situation. You can actually send it as an email. Now, I suggest, though, that once your client does buy into this, you do send it to them as an email through here. That way they can get into the discussion as well. You can print this out, which would include everything. This is really great if you're going to be out at an event, at a trade show, or even doing a travel party. You can have the itinerary and the price and everything already set up. You can add it to your calendar. Or my favorite, you can embed this. So if you have an actual working website, you can embed this into your website. And you're supposed to be able to do this to MailChimp. I'm still trying to get that to work. But just imagine being able to put together a quote type trip and everybody you're just sending it off to everybody at one time. I see 2 questions. Is there a fee? Yes, this is not free. You have to pay for this. Unfortunately, this is a business and this is a business tool. Nothing this fabulous is going to be free. But once you click the link, you'll see what the cost is. And to be honest with you, it's really affordable for everything that you're getting. Because look, this is what I did for Paris, and I'm marketing this on Meetup. I'm marketing this on my travel groups. I'm marketing this. Basically, I'm sending text messages to anybody who said they want to go to Vegas. I'm sending this information out. So there's no more of me trying to explain everything, especially if you're putting your own trip together. Everything is done for you right here. So all you have to do is just send it out. It gives you all the information. Now, I'm just giving you a quick taste. I'm not going to go through every little single thing because I'm going to actually get the CEO to do a full 30-minute to 45-minute complete presentation of this. But yeah, this is everything that you would need. Like when somebody's traveling, it is good to know the taxis, the airport information, public transportation, especially in Vegas. You need to know how to get around besides just walking. So that's basically Trafi. Trafi is amazing. Trafi is very simple. You do not need to be highly techy to use this tool, but a lot of the seasoned agents that I spoke to during this convention swore by this tool, and absolutely loves it. So I'm gonna check chat real quick because I think I saw it light up. Okay. This link, this is actually being recorded, but I do not know, it's not going to be shared on Facebook. I'm slowly transitioning into doing real trainings, so it won't be on Facebook. But if you registered for this, all these links you got in this email, you should have received it in the email an hour before this started. I actually sent a reminder email and put this information in. So everybody should have this information. Those who joined and actually made it will understand what I sent now. So the next one that we're going to go ahead and move on to is, I'm going to close this one real quick. Okay, I see one more. Okay, good. So everyone actually has this in their email, but I know how I am. When I see something new, the first thing I want to do is start clicking with it. So I'm sure some of you have already clicked off. Please come back because I'm going to show you the next one. Now, this next one is not necessarily a tool per se, but okay, put it this way. How many of you have gotten your business cards from Vistaprint, your travel business cards, even your network marketing business cards, or even other businesses and things, and you've gone to events and you're like, oh, I have that card. Oh, I used to have that card. Oh, I know people with that card. And you see everybody with the same cards, same situation, and you're like, dang, I wish I could stand out, but everybody goes to Vistaprint. What I'm about to show you is something that one of the actual social media and marketing training agents showed me, and I bought my cards. I bought them before we even left. Now, this is called moo.com. Yes, moo like the cow. And one of the best things about this is one of the reasons why I changed the date on this, they're having a sale. So on top of the discount that you're going to get from me, they're also having a sale right now. Now, they have some amazing, amazing things. You can get 30% off if you can order your stuff by today. The reason I wanted to show this to you is because if you're really techie, I want to show you some stuff that they have. Now, they're just like Vistaprint, but they're higher quality. You know, so they have business cards. They do printed cards, postcards. Oops, this thing is very, very sensitive. Postcards, they do stickers. Stickers are really good if any of you are actually building your own itinerary packets. You can put your business card on a sticker and put it on the actual packet instead of doing a business card. Stickers are great if you're doing grab bags. Instead of a business card, throw a sticker on it. Different types of stickers that you have here. They have rack cards, they have cards and invitations, they have letterheads. So this may not just be for your business. You can use this for other different things. They have accessories. So if you want to go ahead, I gotta slow down, can't do it that fast. If you want to get a notebook and actually get the notebook engraved and set up for your business, or maybe even use some of these as ways to give out as freebies, or for those of you who are building franchises under you, this could be a great getting started gift, is to give them a notebook so they can start writing their notes in. They have inspirational type items on here. But what I'm going to show you is This was the ultimate for me. Let me see if I can find it. These cards are pretty. I got some of mine coming in. And the reason why I know about this is because when she gave me her card, I said, yo, your card is really fly. Where did you get your cards? But I want to show you this. This is what I want to show you. And I may even have to order these now that the sale is going on, get me another set. But what we have here is called NFC. How many of you know what NFC stands for? If you do, type in the chat if you know what NFC means. If you have an Android, you probably do. But this also works on Apple phones too. What NFC does is it is a programmable invisible chip in your business card that will trigger digital actions. So basically, like I have my phone right here, right? So if I had let me see if I got a business card. So let's pretend this is an NFC business card that I bought from them. All my information, whatever I want them to know, all I got to do is this. Boop. All the information is now in their phone. No, don't restart yet. So that's all you have to do. Boop, and you're done. How amazing is that? Now, this is what I thought about. You're at a convention center. You're at a trade show. Who wants to buy thousands and thousands of cards for trade shows for people who may not even look at the card again? What if you took the card and not stapled it, but taped it down? And if people wanted your information, all they had to do is, boop. Now all your information is in their phone. And all they got to do is just sign up for form, bloop their phone, make sure their NFC is on. Now you can program this with anything on there. You can do websites, you can do audio tracks, you can do videos, you can do whatever you want on here. And they have some amazing styles on here. So there's a whole video. You can go in there, watch the video. I'm not gonna have y'all watch the video, but you can add your link or any link. You can promote an app. You can grow your networks. This can work in so many different ways. Yes, these are a little bit more expensive. These are not the Vistaprint level type stuff, but come on now. Technology, I was like, whatever. This is awesome. I did this on the plane, but I want to show you some of the Lux cards. So Lux is for my bougie people, you know, the bougie ones, but they have all different types of cards. They have the mini cards, the square cards. They have moose size cards. They have thick cards. They have thin cards, but you'll be able to stand out. So one of the things I want to tell you, being a travel professional, that does not mean that all of your pictures have to have the beach on it. They do not have to have sunrises, sunsets, and cruises. You know, they don't have to look like that. Now, the one that I got from Vistaprint, because I ordered them before I knew about Moo. But the one that I have has just a simple beach on it. But the ones that I got from here is totally different because I got my marketing cards from here. But look, 8 different colors. So you can even change colors. One of the things I found on here is like they have cards that have sayings and quotes on it. So your cards can have multiple different sayings on the back of the card. The whole purpose of this, to show you this, is to show you that you can stand out and that you need to stand out in your business. You want to be more than just somebody that they go to online. When you go to events, you want to look professional, and you can't tell me with some of these cards. Look at these colors. These could be different. These are the Lux cards, and it shows you the thickness of the different types of cards that you can get. The Lux cards at 32 points, so they're definitely thicker. They're definitely more durable. There's 3 different sizes, regardless of what type of cards you get. You either get a standard size, a moose size, or you get a square. It's up to you, honestly, whichever one you want to get, but it's just the quality of the stuff. So now remember, there's 30% off holiday favorites and more. Not sure what that is, but the prices on here is really not that bad for these business cards. I'm going to go in here real quick. And they have cotton business cards. And if you have your own design, you can always upload your own design to create your own kind of design. They have gold foil cards. I think that's what she had, a gold foil business card. And it was blue and silver, and I looked at it. The whole purpose is you want cards that are going to make people remember you. I have my picture on my travel cards. I don't have my pictures on my network marketing cards yet because I didn't find one that I like and I just needed something. But this is what a gold foil looks like. You see how it has that raised seam to it and has the gold in there? You just want to be different. So hopefully this is something that, you know, you found valuable, you know, a new way to get cards, a new way to stand out. These are the pricing for these particular cards. But you know, in the end, you have to invest in your business in order to have success in your business. So I'm going to check real quick to see if there's any questions, comments, concerns. I don't see anything popping up. So I'm going to say, great. We're going to move on to the next one, which is my ultimate favorite, is Travel Joy. Now, many of you have been here before and have seen me talk about Travel Joy. No, I love Travel Joy. But the reason why I'm bringing it back, because again, this is another tool that majority of these agents were talking about. They said between Travel Joy, which works with Trafi, they work together. So you can actually, when I have my itinerary and I have that link, when I send a proposal to a client through this system, I just upload the link. They get an email. They click the link. If they like it, they respond back to the email, and we keep it moving. So the reason why I like this system is because it keeps up with my clients. So many of us have clients, and a lot of us don't have a really good CRM yet. You know, we're just collecting paperwork, but we're not really categorizing it. This is allowing me to put all of my clients, my potential, my past, and my future clients in one spot. So I have over 564 people in here right now. Now, basically, these are people who have either traveled with me, who have, you know, attempted to travel, may have canceled their trip, or have registered to be in my mailing list. And the beauty of this is that it has all their information. You can have their credit card information. It has their birthdays. If you have siblings in here, which I do, I have family members in here, so I can connect them so I know that, hey, this is so-and-so's cousin. Why don't we see if the cousin wants to travel too? But it keeps everything organized in here. Now, the dashboard, and I've done training on this before, but we're going to come back and we're going to probably revisit this a little bit more, because now that I've gone to this training, I have a little bit more connections, and I might be able to get an exec to come out and actually do a full-fledged training and maybe provide some discounts for you. So what we have here is the dashboard. What this dashboard does is it keeps track of all your active trips, whether you have inquiries, proposals approved, trips booked, it actually tells you when people travel and when they return. This is what mine looks like right now. I have some of these groups, and some of these are individual trips, and it lets me know the last time one of us has touched it, whether it's me or whether it's the client. If you get an email from the client, which is kept here, which is the amazing thing for me. So no more chasing down emails left and right and doing searches to figure out where this client's email is at. Everything is right here. So whenever Janelle Kelty decides to go ahead and contact me in response to the proposal I sent, I don't have to go to my email and say, okay, what did I send? What did I say? This is my sister, so I'm gonna show you it. I can just go in here and say, okay, this is what I sent her. This is when I sent it. Oh, and look, she's read it already. So I should be expecting something soon. And you can change all of this information up here, the picture. You can put your logo. I'm going to scroll down. But this is everything that you need. So I've sent the proposal to her. She gave me her information because they have a client profile form. So no more of this Facebook stuff. No more of these emails and getting bits and pieces of information. They have a form that you can even alter, because I've altered it, one for cruises, one for regular stuff. And if I'm doing a special group like I'm doing for a Christmas group, I actually altered that one too to fit the group's needs and my needs. But she gave me all the information that she needs. So I took that information, did my research, and then I sent a trip proposal. Now, I actually used Trafify to go ahead and create her itinerary, made it a quote with all the prices and everything, and I went ahead and sent it forward to her. Now, she has viewed it. She viewed it at today at 5:17. So I should be getting a response to her, and I can always just send her an email saying, hey, what did you think? Do I need to change anything? What do you like? Blah, 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 blah. And we can go from there, but it keeps track of all of that. It even reminds you in the tasks, it reminds you when invoices are due, because I'm going to show you an invoice. I don't have an invoice on her yet because she hasn't approved which hotel that she wants to stay at. But when you have your invoices, you can even set up payment plans. Now with these payment plans, they're not stuck in stone. The way I set mine up is the deposit date and the final due date. In between, I just break up the trip based off how many months they have in between that time. It's not locked in or anything, but it gives the client an idea of how much they need to pay. And one of the things that it does is when you have these set up, like for instance, I have a client who's traveling in December, so her due date is in the next 6 days. So if she pays, so if her amount that is due is say $200, but she pays $150, it'll say partial payment automatically. Now, when she comes in the next month, the next time she makes the payment and say her payment again is $200, but she still owes $50, so technically it's $250, she pays $300. It will tell you it's a partial payment from before, current payment, and partial payment of the next one. So it does all your accounting for you, and it makes it so much easier. No, this does not, you cannot book through here, and no, the invoices do not automatically come here. You have to upload them just like how we do for IntelliTravel. But imagine if a client contacts you, and I've done this, I'm ready to make a payment. I tell my clients to go ahead and shoot me a text message, a Facebook message to let me know that you want me to make a payment. I can make a payment straight from my phone, because between my phone and my tablet, I just go ahead, see it, I verify everything, I go to the supplier site, and I go ahead and just make the payment. It even keeps track of your commissions for you if you upload it into the system when you're building your invoice. And I've gone through all of this in another training. I don't want to keep you on here too late, but this is one of the things that a lot of the seasoned agents, there's an agent, well, he's an agency owner, and he says his agency does well over $1 million every single year with his agents and himself, and he uses this. He keeps track of everything he's doing, and it's an amazing tool. There's reports in here, there's tons of tutorials, and this is an amazing situation that I have. This has made, I'm gonna tell you right now, with Travel Joy and Trafi alone, this has streamlined my business. This has saved me so much time, because I'm no longer having to, when somebody texts me and somebody, like, for instance, I watched somebody, does not have Travel Joy, got a message that said, hey, what's going on with my trip? She had no idea who this person was, no idea which trip they were talking about. So she had to go through all her emails to try to figure out what this person was talking about. So in the end, if you had Travel Joy, all your emails are going to go through here. So you don't have to worry about trying to figure out who this person is or what trip. You just go here, look up their name, boom, you got it. And you can always search for the trips here. So I can come in here and I can search Samantha, because she has a cruise going. I can search and find everything. And it's amazing. And it's an amazing, amazing tool. So does anybody have any questions about anything that I have shared, anything that they've seen? Now is your time to go ahead and ask your questions, because those are the 3 things I wanted to share you. There's a couple of other items, but one of them is for a little bit more for the advanced people, the people who do trainings and presentations a lot. This would be more their speed. And another one, I'm still getting a little bit more training on, and I'm actually going to have an expert come in and break this down after I ask a few more questions to make sure it works for those who are under IntelliTravel. But that's basically it. I see some questions. Let's see. This is not connected to your IntelliTravel back office at all. This is not part of IntelliTravel. This is not sponsored by IntelliTravel. These are tools to grow your business. One of the things as agents with this company is we have to realize that this is our business, and not everything is going to connect back to IntelliTravel. There are going to be extra steps. So when you actually book your trip, you upload and you register your booking. That's all you have to do there. That's all IntelliTravel requires. But you still have to work with your client. You still have to make sure you're getting your payments in. They may have questions, and having the Trafi while they're traveling is an amazing tool to have. So it's not connected at all. This is not sponsored by them. This is just something that I found. And I know for Travel Joy, a lot of agents are already using it. And Trafi, I know a whole lot of agents out there. I think almost half the agents out there use Trafi or will be using Trafi right now. Any other questions that you have, go ahead and shoot them out. Let me know so I can go ahead and answer them, because I don't want to keep everybody here too late. It is a Wednesday, it's hump day for everybody. Let's see. I don't see any more questions coming in. If not, I'm going to post one more thing. I didn't get a chance. I'm going to make sure I give you the right code, and this is specifically for Trafi. This is an additional discount, because right now what you're already going to be getting with the discounts, because I didn't really go over the discounts that well. So with the Move business cards, you're going to get 25% off your first order, as well as there's a 30% sale you might be eligible for. With Traffy, you're going to get 20% off the first 3 months, and it allows you to make the itineraries. Okay, so yeah, that's the same discount that you're going to get. So I don't think both discounts are going to work, but I'm going to post it anyway because you never know. And then with Travel Joy, you're going to get 20% off the first 3 months of the monthly plan. Now, all of these programs, Traffy and Travel Joy, have a trial period. So you don't have to jump in and make a payment right now. You can go in, they have like a 7-day for Travel Joy, and Traffy is 10 days. So you have 10 days to play with it before you make a decision. Now, there's a whole bunch of add-ons that I didn't talk about, the embedment part, which is an add-on. The domain masking, so it looks more professional. There's tons of different things that you can do. I'm going to go ahead and pull up that last code just in case. It might work. I have to find it. I had it and then I lost it earlier. Oh, wait, I'm in the wrong file. Sorry about that. But I see we have 2 new messages. I'm going to scroll down and catch those. All right, great. I'm glad everybody enjoyed it. I'm glad everybody had fun. I just got one more code to give you. This code here is called, let me see. I'm typing it out for you. I was close. So this is for Traffy. You can use this code to see if you can get a discount. You're already going to get a discount automatically with all of them just by clicking those links. There's going to be automatic discounts. This one I just gave you, this is what you would put into the promo code. So it may and it may not work. I'm not positive, but hey, why not try? So I hope everybody enjoyed everything that we talked about. I'm going to be working on a couple of more trainings over the next couple of weeks. Definitely the one I'm going to do is about Facebook, having a Facebook page and connecting it to your Facebook group. I kind of took over the training while I was in Cancun because someone asked the question and I kind of answered it, and I became a favorite really quickly because everybody had questions for me. So one of the things is I'm going to first write a document about why you should have a Facebook page, and then I'm going to actually have a legit training on how to start a Facebook page and how to actually connect a Facebook group. That's probably going to be maybe 2 to 3 weeks, just depending on how the schedule goes, because I will be going to the luxury training. And guess what, everybody? Thanksgiving is coming. It's one of my favorite holidays with my family, so I get excited for Thanksgiving. But yes, definitely there's going to be more trainings coming. There's going to be more things happening. The cost for Travel Joy and Traffy will vary depending on what you choose. Once you click the link, they're not that expensive. Both of them, I think, are $40 and under. It just depends on if you get any add-ons with Traffy. And Travel Joy, I believe, is $30 a month, but you're going to get a discount to get half off for the first 3 months. So you'll get $15 for 3 months. The codes are actually in the chat. They're in the chat, and there also was emailed to everybody who registered for this. It was actually in that 1 hour prior email. You know, the email that reminds you to say that the training is in 1 hour. All this information should be in those emails because I posted them there. Because I just in case I forgot to post them, I wanted to make sure you had them, you know, because I know some people are gonna may miss out on the training. You know, life happens, and I understand. I completely understand. Life happens. But yeah, the codes are there. And it's amazing. Check it out. It's 7 days. You don't have to pay for anything for Travel Joy for 7 days. You have 10 days to Traffy to play with it. Kanisha wants to know, what do I suggest starting with first? I honestly will start with Travel Joy first, because you first have to have those clients set up. You first have to have those trips set up. This organizes everything for you, and then go and get Traffy on second. Now, again, you can try both of them for free for 7 and 10 days. So if you already have a client list, you can import them into Travel Joy. And if you use things like Constant Contact or MailChimp, you can export into that as well. So when you want to send your documents out and stuff like that. But I suggest that if you already have a lot of trips going, definitely get Travel Joy to organize everything. You're going to wow people. Learn Travel Joy and then go get Traffy, because Traffy is going to do those itineraries. If you have trips and itineraries and you're techie, you can go ahead and get both. But Kanisha and a couple of other people who I know are watching, you're on my team. So feel free to give me a call and I can walk you through a lot of this stuff, especially if you're local. We can get together and I can actually walk you through all of this stuff a lot more. One of the benefits of being on my team, you have full access to me. But it's all just kind of depending on your level of understanding with technology. I found Travel Joy first, so that's what I played with, and it was a game changer for me, mainly because it made everything a lot cleaner. I was sending stuff out to the clients. No longer was I sending emails out or just sending the quotes from Vax, travel impressions, apples, and all of that. I was sending it from here now. So you can upload links, you can upload pictures, you can upload documents if you want to send it to them, and it looks a lot cleaner, and everything is being managed in one spot. And as you have people request to be a part, to do trips with you, you send out the the client inquiry form. Whether they book or not, they're now in your CRM. There's no more downloading documents, no more because you can take the client form that we have on IntelliTravel and literally mimic it. And a lot of that stuff is already there. You can mimic it and now be able to have it digitally wherever you go. So whether you have this or a tablet, mine's on the floor, whether you have one of those two, you'll be able to travel with it. And the same thing with Trafi. Trafi allows you to go ahead and see this information because they have a Trafi app Pro for us and then a regular Trafi app for the clients. And I was actually watching some of the agents using Trafi because the clients were asking questions. So when they was asking the questions, the agent was able to go back and just go ahead and review it and just talk to them. And it's an amazing, both of these are amazing. And if you're trying to make your business full-fledged, if you are really trying to go towards the point of getting rid of your 9-to-5, you have to be able to prioritize. You need to be able to organize. And these are one of my tips and tools you're going to find in my book about how I'm not going to give out the title, but because it's not done. But these are the things that you're going to need in order to organize, so you're not boggled down with always looking for stuff and searching. You got to be smart with your time. You got to organize and prioritize. But if there are no more questions, no more chats, I see one more chat slipping in. Will the recording be accessible to review again later? Josie, I don't know where it's going to be yet. It will not be on Facebook. This is probably going to be one of my last totally free trainings because my time is important and I have such amazing things to train, and I'm bringing in professionals. So it's not going to be just me all the time. I'm bringing in some legit trainers and legit professionals to come out. It may end up on my Facebook page. My YouTube channel. I don't know yet. It'll probably go up if it will. It won't go up until this weekend. Because we have our Super Saturday this weekend and I have family coming as well. But yes, there is a possibility that you'll have access to it. I haven't fully made a decision. Josie, I'm assuming that you may have came in a little bit late to the training. Hopefully you'll be able to still see all of the chats and all of the links and stuff for the information. But I'm going to go ahead. I got one more question. This is going to be the last question for the night, because I know we can be here all day. Just look up my name, Tisha Lady. That's all you got to do. My YouTube channel is Tisha Lady, and you can follow it. I have other trainings on there. I have other Travel Joy trainings. My YouTube channel is a mixture of my travel life. So some of it is training, some of it is supplier videos that I just love. Some of it is me doing ship inspections. Some of it is presenting the opportunity. It's basically my life. There's even, if you scroll all the way to the beginning, there's even an interview I did with Mr. James Ferrara and Miss Latoya Chin when we first got started. It's an amazing video that I did. But with that, I don't see any more questions. I see no more chats. I'm going to bid you adieu. I want you to enjoy your evening. Make sure that you are out there booking and having fun. And with that, this presentation is over. Enjoy.